understand the arguments? Are they making arguments on the other side? I can't actually track them. They seem very focused on the process of how the whistleblower came about, but it does seem to me the process is a little beside the point since we have most of the facts right before us.
You're absolutely correct, Chris. They are distracting and attacking, but it's important to understand there is no factual dispute here. The president has admitted that he solicited political dirt from a foreign leader, and he said that's perfect. He's even bragged about it to the American public. So what is the dispute? It's not a factual dispute. The dispute is very simple. Democrats believe that you shouldn't be allowed to solicit dirt on your political rival from a foreign leader. And the Republicans, or the president, seems to think that's okay. That's not a violation of the Constitution. This is a question of values. Do you think that's an abuse of power or not? There is really no factual dispute at issue.
Congresswoman Demings, does it matter? Oh, let me rephrase this. What is your reaction to the president's invective against particularly the chair of your committee, Adam Schiff, saying repeatedly that he should be arrested or he should be investigated or that he's committed the capital offense of treason?
Well, let me say this, Chris. Being a former law enforcement officer, the president's behavior does not surprise me at all. When you realize, and remember, the whistleblower's report was corroborated by the readout of the call summary that was released from the president.
Yes.
When you cannot dispute the facts, as Roe indicated, then you attack the investigators. Remember, during the Mueller report, he called those who cooperated with the special counsel snitches. And, of course, those of us in Congress who are providing the necessary oversight that is given to us by the Constitution, he's calling, I believe he referred to Adam as a lowlife. Well, he can continue with the name calling. Maybe that distracted the American people during the campaign. It won't work. We have the evidence that's been corroborated from the whistleblower, and as I said earlier, we will do the work that is before us.
Congressman, you obviously you've served in this Congress and watched this president, and he has been from the first day, obviously, in some respects unstable, a demagogue. He likes insults. He gets angry. Today felt, to me, as someone who watches this every day, a little different. Do you have concerns about where the president is at right now and his behavior?
I do. I mean, for him to be retweeting a post saying that we could have civil war, for him to be threatening violence against members of Congress, the chair explicitly, it actually genuinely undermines the American experiment. I mean, the whole point of liberal democracy is you don't settle disputes by violence. You have a system that resolves disputes. That's sort of the foundational principle. And you now have a president who is actually threatening the very foundation of liberal democracy. I never thought I'd live to see that day.
How quickly, Congresswoman Demings, how quickly is this going to move?
Well, what I can tell you is that we're going to be very thorough. We have to be. The American people deserve that. We're going to be very methodical. But we also want to be expeditious as well. But we will go where the facts lead us. And as I've said, we are not going to tolerate the stonewalling that we've seen in the past. So we will move quickly, but we will be thorough in this investigation. It's too important not to be.
Final question, Congressman Khanna. There is now, I think, only about 5 or 6 members of the Democratic caucus who are not on record supporting an impeachment inquiry. Max Rose in New York coming out tonight at a town hall in favor of that. How united is the caucus at this moment when it is clear they're going to be facing increasing attacks, verbally at least, from the president?
It's more united than at any point, and I give credit to a lot of our members of Congress in districts that Trump carried. They were very eloquent in a caucus meeting. Some of them stood up and they said, we may lose our seat. I don't care. There's right and wrong. We're going to stand up for what is right. I think this is so beyond the pale, what this president has done, that the Democratic caucus is united in standing up for the Constitution. All
right, Congresswoman Val Demings and Congressman Ro Khanna, thank you both so much. I want to bring in two people who have been